Alright, we got the seat all mounted. So it's in there. It pops up on and off like it's supposed to now. So everything works like it's supposed to. Just give it a little hit right here. It comes right up like it's supposed to. Do what you need to do. Put it back down. It's a little bit harder, but you gotta kind of line it up a little bit. Goes right down. It's spring loaded so it doesn't vibrate too much. It'll vibrate somewhat controlled. If you put a little rubber underneath here, it won't rattle and make noise. But now it does. So I got that all in there, and of course the problem is the seat is too stiff. So we're going to have to change out the springs. And the other problem is the angle of the seat's not too good either, so it's got some issues with that. So it's a trade-off like all this stuff, so I'll show you what it looks like now. So it doesn't move much. They move about a ½ inch. Pretty stiff. So the other problem is it's too low. There's too much angle right here. So even though I got a good support on my ass here to keep me in the seat, it's too low here, so it slides you forward. So you're always sliding forward on the seat. So it needs to go up a ½ inch. So I either got to flip the bracket over here, which would raise it up to ½ inch, or I got to put shorter springs in the back. So these springs are too stiff, so we're going to try the ones that were in it, because these are weaker. They're also an inch shorter, so that'll do two things. It'll make the seat work better and it'll drop it down, so you shouldn't be sliding forward. When you're constantly sliding forward in your seat, it's not very comfortable. It makes your crotch hurt, not to mention your balls. Alright, so all that stuff I made on there I got to now take off. Wonderful. Pain in the ass. But oh well. That's the way it goes. Until you figure out what you need, that's what you got to do. You don't know it until you do it. Then you find out. Alright, where'd my wrench go? So luckily the other springs are a lot easier to get to. That'll be a plus. These are a pain in the ass. Alright, here's one. Kind of off. Alright, that one's out of there. Washer. I'm going to take the top nut off. Top spring. I'm going to take the seat off to get these back on now, because gravity's not helping me this time. It's hurting me. Just hard enough it won't come off. There we go. Get the regular one on. There we go. Got a hole deep enough and get a hold of it. Alright, finally got one out. We got our new ones. See how much shorter they are. Quite a bit shorter. You have to spring that way or you have to spring this way. Whichever one looks better. Alright, well there's what it's going to be. So you see the difference in spring heights between the two. There you go. Alright, we'll do that off video because it's going to take a while. We'll be back. Okay, I just about got these all mounted up. So these springs are more open. So they're a lot easier to get up in here. Makes it a lot quicker to assemble them. So you put these on, you want to make sure you got everything straight up and down so you're not fighting things. It's tight. Okay, so now we got that. So this here angle, you can see that's more flat here now, which is a lot better. You can see I cut these studs way off to get room because when it goes down, it's going to get real close. So now if I have to raise this up in the air, I'll flip this over and then I'll have to put a spacer on here to make it the correct pitch if I need to change it. So now we're going to see how it works. This direction again. So see how much that seat goes up and down this time. Hopefully it goes up better than what it was. As it bottoms out. Normal riding, you're alright, but it does bottom out. The normal rigid frame's good. Just the bottoms out. Now is it bottoming out here or is it bottoming out up in here? I think it might be bottoming up in here. I'll have to watch the video to see, but I'm pretty sure it's not back here. Yep, something else is bottoming out. The other problem I see is the springs are too far back. With this spring here, you compress it. You can see how this one here is too far forward relative to this one. So that's bad also. So you can see how that does that. sure what's bottoming out. That's something. Something's bottoming out. Whether it's the bolts are hitting, or whatever the hell it is, something. Something is not correct. Let's see here. Get my paper tester. See, I can't really see in the video what it is. So maybe in the video I'll see, because now I can get it low enough I can see what's happening. Something's definitely bottoming. Pretty good bump to do it, but a big bump will do that. I didn't feel a hit on the front nose bracket, so I'm assuming it's something. It might be these two studs hitting together. I'll have to watch the video playback and see. If it is, I can take this here bolt, flip it over, put a nut up inside of here, run the bolt from the top. That'll gain me a 1/4 inch more clearance. If that's actually what it is. I can also shorten the bolt up in here by cutting the nut off, cutting the stud shorter, if that's what the issue is. So what I don't know is if I can move the seat forward, or the seat backwards I should say, so it lines up better. So yeah, I can't go any further back on this bracket without slotting holes out or doing something different. So that's a negative. See, the other springs it wasn't an issue. This one it is. There we go. So that's popping out good. So if it makes noise when the bike's idling, we can always put some rubber underneath here to quiet it down. If it's actually doing that vibrating, we won't know until it runs. Alright, yeah, that's about it for tonight, I guess. I'll have to play back this video and see if I can determine what's hitting. Something's hitting. Takes a pretty good bump to do it, so I think it's rideable the way it is. You're not sliding off this no more, so that's a plus. So worst case, I can always jack these up a little bit higher, but I don't think it's hitting underneath. I think it's probably the studs are doing it. So instead of shortening this bolt, I can probably just put a few washers under there and move it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Can't get too difficult. It's just a stupid seat mount. Alright. Either way, that's it for tonight.